we are going to do some East Coast Throwdown bracket predictions. This is the first Mortal Kombat 1 major happening for Mortal Kombat. It's starting tomorrow. That is October 20th. I think it's like 20th, 21st, 22nd, but I don't know the exact times of when it's happening. And before anyone asks me, Honeybee, are you going to East Coast Throwdown? The answer is no. I will not be there. And the reason is, honestly, there's a couple reasons. There's a couple reasons we're not going. But the main reason is just not really worth my money or time. With that said, let's do some bracket predictions. Let's do some bracket predictions out here. Pool 1. The main killer, Pulse. If you guys don't know who Pulse is, you probably haven't been looking at that much tournaments, because this guy is definitely one of the top contenders, I would say. He's been killing people with Johnny Cage Cyrax. He's in the first pool over here. And if he doesn't make it far into the bracket, like I'm talking like at least top 16, really. If he doesn't make top 16, I'd actually be really surprised, because he's been doing really, really well with his Johnny Cyrax. B-Dog, maybe you guys aren't as familiar with him, but he's been around for a while, and he's actually a really good player. I'm very interested to see how he does at this tournament. Zanzun is really good. Fierce, really good. Like, I've seen those names around. As far as predictions go, there's 2 people that make it out in winners into top 64. 2 people make it out in winners. 2 people make it out in losers. I'm going to say on the top side, winner Pulse. If it's not, I'm shocked. I'm going to say B-Dog also makes top 8 winners. I'm not top 8 winners. Makes it out on winners of this pool. You heard it here first. That's my my first prediction out here. Loser side, I'll probably say Zanzun and Fierce, if both of them can make it out, because I think somehow they end up overlapping when it comes to losers, but it's a little bit harder to figure that out, so I'm not going to go too far into that. Next pool, we got Mighty Unjust as the main name that I'm seeing. King Raj I'm familiar with. Zesquil I've seen around. Violets is really good. Melina player. Shoutouts to CR coming back. Once upon a time, you might have known me as CR Honeybee. I was actually CR Honeybee when I got 2nd at EVO. And I was CR Honeybee when I got 3rd at EVO in Mortal Kombat X. Fun fact. Classic Scorpion. Alcatraz. Ragnarok. Interesting. So, prediction-wise, Unjust makes down winners. If he doesn't, he's another one of those guys, been killing it in tournaments like Pulse and whatever. If he doesn't make at least top 16, I will be shocked. He's definitely a high contender to make it into top 8. So yeah, Unjust winners. I'm gonna say Violets also winners out of the pool. And in losers, if King Raj is using Reptile, I'll be rooting for him. If he's using Reptile, I'm definitely rooting for him. But I think maybe Zesquil losers and maybe Alcatraz losers. Pool B3. This is the 3rd pool out here. Y'all probably are familiar with Titanium Tigers. He's been doing really well. He has a really good Kenshi and a really good Ashra. I'm not sure what other characters he's using. He tends to play a lot of characters. I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing all the top tiers. And like some of them really aren't that hard to pick up. So I expect Tigers to do well. Generally, like, he's been winning a lot of stuff online. Generally offline, I haven't seen him have like great showings, but maybe MK1 is the game to do it for him and get him like some offline top 8s out here in major tournaments, perhaps. So yeah, he's there. I see Jur, and if this is MTL Jur, shout outs to Canada and Montreal. I see Wayne number 1 here. Scar is here. Infinity is here as well. That's interesting. Scar, I've seen, has been playing a lot of Kenshi lately, so he definitely, I think, could go far in this tournament. So I'm gonna say Tigers makes it winners. He's another one of those. If he doesn't get at least top 16, I will be surprised. So Tigers, I think that would be an upset. Tigers, winners. Scar, I'm going to say, makes down winners. Infinity, losers. And If this is Jur from Canada, I'm gonna say Jur makes down losers as well. Next pool, we got King Gambler. He's also been using Johnny Cage Cyrax. I think when he first started in MK1, I think he was using Sindel, but ended up switching. So he's using Johnny Cage Cyrax. Great choice. Great choice if you want to win. Great choice. I see Competitor out here. I see Gur on the other side of the bracket with the Big Daddy G as well. And yeah, so Gambler winners if he doesn't. Once again, that would be a pretty big upset. I think on the bottom side here, this could go probably more of a toss-up situation here with Gur and Big Daddy G. Gur, I'm pretty sure been rocking Geras. He tends to be like one of the few character loyalists out here. I don't really see him not using Geras. Big Daddy G, I think, has been using a lot of smoke. I think he's been doing well with smoke. I'm gonna say Gambler winners, and I'm gonna say Gur winners because he's also been the homie for like a decade. And I'm gonna say Big Daddy G losers, and I'm not really sure who else. Maybe Competitor losers as well. We got C3 winners. Splash been killing it with Kung Lao Goro since this game dropped like a month ago. I see K-Mac Joystick. This match is like, that's a really good, that's a tough like round 1 match. Like if this isn't on stream, they're kind of fucking up because there's not a lot of like great round 1 matches to go on stream. This is a great round 1 match to go on stream. K-Mac Joystick, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. We got your boy Rio out here. He was like one of the first people using upgraded Jackie in MK11 that I saw. I don't know what he's playing now though. I feel like this name Mari is familiar. Cores as well. I've seen him around. Unbearable Skill is in here too. So Splash definitely I'll say winners. If he doesn't, that's an upset. K-Mac Joystick. Like, Joystick's been using that Raiden Cyrax. Like, I don't know what K-Mac is using. I don't know if he has a counter or an answer to that, but Raiden Cyrax sounds like a good team to me. So, I'm going to say Splash that makes out in winners with Joystick losers. And I'm going to say on this side, we'll go with Rio winners and Unbearable Skill losers. Turkey Sucks over here. I feel like he's been doing well, but I don't really know who he's been using. If anyone in the chat knows, feel free to let me know. I see. Is this Kevo? Kevo? He's a really good player. Like he could definitely do well. Shijinky Dink out here. Shout outs to Canada. He'll almost certainly be playing Quan Chi when that character comes out. I don't know who he's using right now though. Misfit Panda out here. I see Matrix out here. Shout outs to him. Ray Riazi. I've seen that name from a long time ago. Interesting. Spark says Turkey makes down winners. He uses Raiden Cyrax. Oh shoot. Raiden Cyrax? Okay. You know, I was about to say Kevo might take this side of the pool, but now that you guys are telling me Turkey's using Raiden Cyrax, Turkey makes it down winners. And I'm gonna say Kevo makes it out in losers. Matrix on this side, winners. Drew Bob, thank you very much for dropping that tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Hive, where we used to play Divorce sometimes. Appreciate it. I'm gonna say Matrix makes it out in winners on the bottom side with Misfit Panda. Losers. All right, next pool, D3. We got Wise Gemini. I think still rocking the Havoc pick. I don't know what cameo he uses, but Havoc. Euphemism coming over from across the pond. Interesting. Mike Metroid out here. Used to be a really good Johnny Cage player in like Mortal Kombat 9, I know. I don't know who he's using in MK1, but if he's using Johnny Cyrax, I think he'll go far. Blackberry out here. Katana Prime out here as well. Okay. Barry Slushy, I've seen that name before. So I'm gonna say winner's side, Wise Gemini, and I'm gonna say Mike Metroid in losers, especially if he's playing Johnny. If he's not, I think maybe Euphemism might make it on the loser side. And on this side, I'm going to say winner's side, Kitana Prime with Blackberry losers. Next bracket, we have D4 K7 Show Off. I believe he's using Kenshi, I think. We got Guamo. I'm not super familiar with many of these other names here. Pluralmite is there. Aztec is there. Light Cheese. Yeah, K7 winners. Guamo losers. And I'm gonna say Aztec winners with Pluralmite losers. All right, Pool E3. Rewind. Maybe you heard of him. Maybe you've seen him win Evo. Maybe you've seen him get second at Evo. Maybe you've seen him cooking in tournaments. What do you guys think Rewind is going to be playing at this tournament? Like, he started with Reiko and was looking really good, but I know he's been like using other characters. I know he's been using a lot of Kung Lao. He probably has other characters under his belt too. I hope he uses Reiko. Like, the thing is, you know, back in fun fact. Back in the Injustice 1 days, this might age me a little bit, but back in the Injustice 1 days, there used to be like a representative for every character, man. There used to be a representative for every character, and you'd be so hype when you're looking at these brackets because you're looking at it and you're like, ooh, look at these character matchups we're gonna get. We're gonna get fucking Lex Luthor versus Lobo. That's gonna be so sick. Oh, look, we're gonna get some Raven versus the Flash in this one. Like, you could look at these names and you knew exactly who these people were picking. Nowadays, it's not really like that anymore. Like, nowadays, people are a lot more just kind of like, you know, just want to play the good shit. I kind of miss it. Man. Kind of miss it. But I don't know what to expect in terms of like who Rewind is going to use. I would love to see him use Reiko, but we'll see. Cosner and Quake, 2 Reptile mains out here. So sad that they have to have each other so early in the bracket, assuming that they win their first matches. That's really sad. Honestly, these guys should be hitting me up right now. Why are they not hitting me up for games? Like, don't you wanna perfect the Reptile mirror out here? I'm almost offended. Why are they not reached out to me for games? Don't you wanna win the mirror? Rewind. Don't you wanna be prepared for if this man Rewind loses to Reptile because he never asked me for games? Anyways, we got Sunio over here. We got Samij over here. Nips over Saki Sakura. Why is this pool having so many names that I'm so familiar with? Why is this pool looking like that? I'm going to say Rewind winners. Rewind winners. And we're going to say probably Cosner losers. Quake's the homie, but I've seen Cosner cooking with Reptile. Been doing really well. So I'm going to say Rewind winners, Cosner losers. And then on this side, I'm going to say Samij winners with Sunio losers. I think Cosner right now might have the best shot of getting Reptile like far in this tournament. I'm not too sure who else. I would love to see Quake do well as well, but having them in the same path like that kind of sucks. I would have liked them to be a little bit more separated out here. You don't like to see the Reptile representatives going at each other that quick. If it was all Raiden Cyrax in one bracket and only one Raiden Cyrax makes it out or some shit, I'd be so for it though. Either way. Next path, we got El Kukui. Raiden Cyrax. He's going to make it far. Michelangelo over here. I wonder who he's using. I'm not too sure. I see Victor Freeze. I see PopCap. Cease out there. Okay. Pure out there. Interesting. So I'm going to say El Kukui winners with Michelangelo losers. And I'm going to say... You know, it's hard to say here. Maybe we'll say PopCap winners with Pure losers. But I could see if I could see Cease making it as well, but we'll stick to our predictions. Next one, Ninja Killa 212. Anyone know if Ninja Killa is going, right? Anyone know who he's been using? Is he using Liu Kang? Is he using like Liu Kang with Kung Lao maybe? Something like that? Honestly, if he is, like, it's not really meta at this point, so that does make it a little bit more interesting. Ninja Killa is using Cage? Johnny mostly? Oh. Raiden? Baraka? Oh. Darn, it's too bad. Well, either way, Ninja Killa, regardless, honestly, like, Ninja Killa is gonna make it far. If Ninja Killa doesn't get top 8, it's a huge upset. Like, if Ninja Killa and Sonic don't make top 8, massive upsets. Massive. If they don't even make, like, at least top, I would say, if they're both not in top 4, huge upset. Huge upset. Some people might even say they need to both be top 2, otherwise it's a huge upset. Like, they're by far the best players. There's Azteca here. I see Station here. I see Too Easy. The Magician. If this is who I think it is, I've known this dude since Mortal Kombat X days. Shout out to Swamp King as well. Big Bird out here. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to say, all right, wild take, but I'm going to say Ninja Killa makes it out in winners for this one. I'm going to say, and we're going to say Azteca. I'm going to say Station in losers. I don't know if you guys know Station. He played the Flash actually in Injustice 2, and I think he's a good. I haven't seen him play MK1, but I'm gonna assume he's good. So I'm gonna say Ninja Killa winners, Station losers on this side. I'm gonna say my boy Magician. I'm gonna say he makes it on the winner's side. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna say he makes it on the winner's side with I'm gonna say Too Easy makes it on the loser side. You sound biased because of Flash? Hey man, this is my predictions. I can be as biased as I want. I could say this man Brew wins the whole tournament if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna say that. But I could say that. I'm allowed to do that. Next pool, F4, Sonic Fox. I love the fact that Sonic showed a lot of people a lot of dumb stuff. Like during the beta stress test, Sonic's cooking with Kenshi, and we're all just like, oh my god, Kenshi's busted. Then Sonic starts showing people busted shit with Baraka Cyrax. Sonic showed people busted shit with Raiden Cyrax, and that's essentially the meta. Thank you, Sonic. Thank you. And now Sonic is cooking with Rain Cyrax. I got washed 24-4 in our set. Now I will say, if I played better and didn't make some bad decisions by getting hit by fatal blows and blah blah blah, maybe I could have lost 19-9. You know, would have been a little bit more respectable. Still washed, a little bit more respectable though. Either way, we got cooked. Sonic Fox is gonna 100% make top 8. I will, if anyone in the chat wants to bet it with me, I'll put money on that. Sonic Fox 100% makes top 8. We're gonna say Sonic makes out in winners of their pool. I see Skeezer in here. I see Zork in here. I see Dialogue in here. This dude Dialogue cooked me. This man Dialogue cooked me with Shao Kahn. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I need to run a set at some point. I see Patient Impulse in here. He better be running that Raiden Cyrax. He better. But yeah, I'm gonna say Sonic winners with Skeezer losers, and I'm gonna say Patient Impulse winners because I'm rooting for the man, even though he's using Raiden. He was using like Raiden Goro. Honestly, just go Cyrax though if you want to make it far. But if you want to be a little bit different, I guess Raiden Goro. But if he goes Raiden Goro, I think Dialogue could potentially take it. If he goes Raiden Cyrax, I think he got it. Otherwise, one of the other winners losers. That's what I'm gonna say out there. Hourglass was saying Dialogue really good Shao. Yeah, He's probably the best Xiao that I played so far. Next up, we got G3. I see Blue Lynx out here. I see Henny from Toronto. I see Auntie Bo, once upon a time known as Rainbow Pride. Been around a long time. A long time. I see Ghost here, Sweat MD, Woo. There's a lot of names that I'm very familiar with in this upper part of the bracket. Rebel as Solo, Les Kid, Yomi Zyfox, The Return. You know, Zyfox, back in the day, we were like competing for like the best Flash title during Injustice 1. Y'all can guess who won that title. And but I hope to see him do well because he's a cool dude. He's a nice dude. And yeah, I hope he does well. So we're gonna say Blue Lynx in winners. We're gonna say Blue Lynx in winners with. I'm gonna say this man Henny from Toronto is gonna make the losers run. And he's going to make it in losers. And then on this side, Yomi Zyfor, he's going to make winners side with, we're going to say Rebel makes it on the losers side. Next up, we got Zombat. Once upon a time, known with a K, man rebranded to Zombat because, you know, I think it had something to do with, people can't find my name. When they search me up on YouTube, they look up combat and all this shit shows up. So now he's Zombat. Now he's Zombat, so you can find him, right? So Zombat out here. Definitely one of the people to look out for. Bidon, the Dr. Fate legend, returning out here. That will be interesting to see. I wonder who he's using. Furious Pillow. This man made a name for himself, I'm pretty sure, when he sent Hayate to losers at one of the first Mortal Kombat 11 major tournaments using Kotal Khan. And I think at the time, Kotal Khan wasn't actually considered a very good character. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting to see. Coach Steve over here, Professor KO, once upon a time known as Jeremy KO. And Mystify. I know Mystify as well. Well, there's a couple names here that I'm familiar with. I'm gonna say Kotal was bottom 3 when that happened. I'm gonna say Zombat winners. If he's not, huge upset, man. Huge upset. And I'm gonna say the legend Bidon makes it through the losers side. And on this side, Coach Steve winners and Tempest losers. Next up, H3. We got video games, Might Wreck, Good Sir J Crispy, maybe. Nicolas. Apparently, this is not the Nicolas of the Chilean twins. This is, someone else. We got Dio, Deoxys. Favorite character ever might just be Blue Beetle, if that's his pick. CT Dom, okay, Ludi out here. Diddle, Joe Mama. This dude's actually a really good Kung Lao. I had a set with him before. I see Gutaviz as well. We're gonna say, dude. See, Deoxys. This man's going in with Natara, man. This guy. I don't even know if there's any other Nataras you're gonna see at this tournament, man. I don't know if there's any other Nataras. I'm by far rooting for this man. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but if someone plays like a generally low tier character or a generally unused character, it easily makes me want to root for them. Easily. Like the fact that this man Deoxys is going in with Natara, I want to root for him, man. Like I want to see him win. So I'm gonna be rooting for this man. We're gonna say Deoxys makes it winners. Even though VGY I know is really good, I know Deoxys got some shit though. He got some shit. So Deoxys winners, VGY losers. We're gonna say Ludi, Diddle, and Joe Mama. I'm gonna say Ludi makes it in winners, and Yeah, that Joe Mama dude, he's good. Diddle's also good, and he's using Baraka Cyrax, I think. But part of me wants to say Joe Mama might do it. Like, I could even see him making it in winner's side out of this, to be honest. But, like, Ludi's really good, too. Ludi, Diddle is Raiden Cyrax. Oh, is he? He's Raiden Cyrax now? Okay. All right, I think Diddle might get it. I think Diddle might take it now. Okay, so Diddle. All right, man. I don't know, man. Like, Raiden Cyrax is so hard to beat. Like, honestly, man, honestly, this is why I'm not going. Like, if literally I could play anyone in this tournament, I could be sitting down versus Iceman, and I see Raiden Cyrax, I'm fucking scared, man. I'm scared. Like, that team is just so oppressive, man. So I'm gonna say Dio winners, VGY losers, and then I'm gonna say Ludi winners, and then Diddle losers. That's what I'm gonna say. H4, I see Zintai, who I think was using Baraka Cyrax, unless he also switched to Raiden Cyrax. I see Destroyer. I know he has a Raiden, maybe a Raiden Cyrax. Foxy, who I believe said is not going, because I think he said he could win the tournament and still be down $2,000. So I'm pretty sure Foxy is not going. I see Crazy Fingers, who's a really good Shao Kahn. And I see Stabs. Stabs, also the homie from Toronto. I've known this guy since the Injustice 1 days. He used to play the Joker back in Injustice 1, and Joker was ass in Injustice 1. So I think we're going to say Destroyer winners, Zintai losers, no Foxy. So I'm going to say Stabs makes down winners, with Crazy Fingers makes it out in losers. Let's look at, see, it's the predictions. I wish there was a way for me to actually select predictions, and then it would take it over from there. I see a Pulse winning here. See, they have Zintai here, but I don't have him winning there. I have Destroyer winning. So I have Destroyer actually going up against Stabs in this next one, at which point I think Destroyer takes it here. So then it would be Destroyer versus Pulse, and then I think Pulse would take it. So we're going to have Pulse going into top 24, right? Then we got K7 and Plural Might, where I do think K7 makes it, but I have Aztec actually making it over Plural Might. But either way, I would put K7 over. So K7 would go here, Rewind and Sunio, but I think I had someone other than Sunio making it out of this one. Samij. I had Samij over Sunio, but I do think Rewind would take it. So we would have Rewind versus K7, and I would say Rewind advances. So then we would have Pulse and Rewind not show off there. And then Pulse. So then it would be Pulse versus Rewind, and I think Rewind makes top 8 on the winners. So that would be our first person making top 8 winners. And then let's go back and see these other ones. Gambler and Gur, which, yeah, okay, I can see that happening. I'm gonna say Gambler takes it. And then here we got Blue Link's Rebel, which I think, yeah, okay. Oh, I had Zyfox actually making it. So Blue Link's Zyfox. I'm gonna say Zyfox. Zyfox takes it over Blue Links here, but then Zyfox versus Gambler, and then I think Gambler might take that. So Gambler advances, and then we got Splash, Rio. As soon as I see Sonic, I don't even really need to look at everything else. Sonic advances. It's gonna be, it could be a good set though, but I'm definitely gonna say Sonic advances over Splash here. So then we're gonna get Sonic versus Gambler for top 8 here, and Sonic makes it. So at this point we got Rewind and we got Sonic making it into top 8. I see Unjust, Violets, VGY, but I had actually predicted Deoxys and Ludi. So I'm gonna say Unjust over Violets, and I'm gonna say Deoxys makes it over Ludi. And then Deoxys takes it over Unjust. I saw Sonic actually cook Unjust with Natara. So if Sonic can do it with Natara, I think Deoxys might be able to do it with Natara, potentially. So I'm going to say Deoxys makes it into top 24 on the winner side, building hype for all of us in the stream. I'm manifesting this right now. I think it'll be amazing to watch. We got Wise Gemini against Blackberry. Is that what we predicted? Oh, it was going to be Wise Gemini and KP. I think Wise Gemini takes that. And then El Kukui and who was here? Papa Cat? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to say El Kukui takes that one. So we're looking at Wise Gemini versus El Kukui over here. And for hype's sake, I really hope Wise Gemini takes it with Havoc over another Raiden Cyrax, to be honest. I'm going to say Wise Gemini takes it. So that means we'd have Deoxys and Wise Gemini going up here, if my prediction would be right. And then I'm going to say Deoxys takes it and makes top 8. That's a pretty... I think that's probably a more unusual... pick, but that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna say Deoxys gets top 8. I hope so. And then we have Tigers way number 1. I don't know if that was my prediction. Tigers, oh, Scar. Ooh, Tigers and Scar. Ooh, could be a Kenshi mirror. That could be potentially crazy. Tigers and Scar. I'm going to say Scar takes it. And then Zombat Coach Steve, I think, is what was predicted. We could get Scar versus Zombat. I think Zombat takes it. And then we get Turkey. I think Turkey would win. And then Ninja Killa would win. So then we're going to get maybe Ninja Killa versus Zombat. Yeah. Ninja Killa versus Zombat, I think, is what we actually have here. And then Ninja Killa makes top 8. So that gives us Ninja Killa top 8 winners. That gives us Deoxys top 8 winners. And that gives us Sonic and Rewind in winners. Those are the guys we have in winners. Losers, it's a little bit too hard to predict because there's so many variables of like where people end up and stuff. But we had Ninja Killa here against Zombat. I think almost certainly Zombat makes top 8. I would say probably on the loser side if he doesn't make it on the winners. So yeah, almost certainly there. The other ones, it's a little bit harder for me to look at and remember. But either way, that's going to be the predictions, guys. That's going to be the predictions. If this man Deoxys does it and makes top 8 winners with Natara, even if he makes top 8 losers, like, I think that would be so awesome to see. So make sure you guys tune in. It's happening tomorrow. I will be restreaming it on my stream over here. As long as there's no restrictions that prevent me from doing so, I will be restreaming it. So yeah.